Dear students, there are few properties which are not mentioned in your textbook and in few of the IIT-JEE books also, but very, very important while solving the problems of JEE. One such property is this: consider A and B in a closed interval, or consider A comma B in closed interval. F of x is defined in that interval. If f of x is lesser than g of x, then integral of a to b f of x dx is always lesser than integral of a to b g of x dx. Let me repeat it. In the closed interval a comma b, f of x is lesser than g of x, then integral of a to b f of x dx is always lesser than integral of a to b g of x dx. I have taken a problem based on this. The problem is like this. This is from IIT entrance exam. Let j is equal to integral 0 to 1 cos x over root x dx and k is equal to integral 0 to 1 sin x over root x dx. Then which of the following is true? Option A, k is less than 2 by 3 and j is less than 2. Option B, k is greater than 2 by 3 and j is greater than 2. Option C, k is less than 2 by 3 and j is greater than 2. Option D, k is greater than 2 by 3 and j is less than 2. Dear students, you must know that cos x is always less than 1 if x belongs to 0 to 1 if it is the open interval. If it is closed interval, less than or equal to 1, and it is equal to 1 when x is equal to 0. Anyway, cos x is less than 1. Definitely cos x over root x is definitely less than 1 by root x. This you must have understood this. And integral of 0 to 1 cos x over root x dx is definitely less than dx over root x to be evaluated between 0 and 1. Now what is cos x over root x dx between 0 to 1? That is nothing but equal to j. Therefore, j must be less than integral of 0 to 1 dx over root x. Now, what is dx over root x? That is nothing but equal to 2 root x. Upper limit is 1, lower limit is 0. 2 root x, when we evaluate between 0 and 1, we will get it as 2 into 1 minus 0, that is equal to 2. Therefore, that clearly says j must be less than 2. J must be less than 2. If we say j is less than 2, then we have to decide either option A or option D is correct, because option B and C has j greater than 2. Now, to decide whether A is correct or D is correct, then we have to go for the value of k. What is that? Look at this. We have one more logic, that is sin x is always less than x. How do you say that sin x is always less than x between 0 and 1? Look at this. The graph of y is equal to x is this, and the graph of y is equal to sin x is this. Therefore, that clearly says sin x, y is equal to x is greater than y is equal to sin x. And you can confirm that by just putting the values. When x is equal to pi by 2, what happens? When x is equal to pi by 2, sin x will be equal to 1 and x will be equal to pi by 2. What is the value of pi by 2? Well, the value of pi by 2 is 3.14 by 2, that is equal to 1.57. So, this is 1.57 when x is equal to pi by 2, or x is equal to 1.57, y is also 1.57, and sin x is equal to 1. Therefore, 1 is less than 1.57, therefore, sin x is definitely less than x. And between 0 to 1 means, of course, 1 is somewhere here, not even there. So, between 0 and 1, sin x is definitely less than x in the open interval. If it is a closed interval, sin x is less than or equal to x. That too when x is equal to 0. Fine. Now, sin x is less than x. Therefore, sin x by root x, sin x by root x, sin x by root x is less than x by root x. Now, the integral 0 to 1 sin x over root x is less than integral 0 to 1 x over root x dx. Now, what is x over root x dx? X over root x is root x. What is integral of root x? X power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 or 2 by 3 times x power 3 by 2. That is, this is less than 2 by 3 times x power 3 by 2 to be evaluated between 0 and 1. And what is the left hand side? That is nothing but equal to k. 2 by 3 times x power 3 by 2. X power 3 by 2 is upper limit is 1, lower limit is 0. Therefore, we will get it as 1 minus 0 and you will get it as 2 by 3. So, k is definitely lesser than 2 by 3. K less than 2 by 3 and j is less than 2. K less than 2 by 3, j less than 2. Option A is correct. One of the less known property of definite integral is integral of x into f dash of x plus f of x is always equal to x into f of x. That is integral of f of x, look at this, integral of f of x plus x into f dash of x. This is of course with respect to x. This is always given as x into f of x. One of the very important property but not mentioned in many of the books. As you are not aware of this property, let me give you the proof for this, which is just 2 lines to make you to understand this. Look at this. This is integral of f of x dx plus integral of x into f dash of x dx. That is LHS. Integral of f of x dx plus you have two functions x and f dash of x. Take f dash of x as an integrable function. Therefore, first function you should consider that as f dash of x. Therefore, this is first function and this is second function. X into integral of f dash of x dx minus integral of f dash of x dx into d by dx of x with respect to x. Now, x into integral of f dash of x is f of x. So, you will get it as plus x into f of x, and of course integral of f of x dx will be as it is. Integral of f of x dx plus x into f of x minus integral of what is integral of f dash of x, that is equal to f of x, d by dx of x is 1. Integral of f of x dx, integral of f of x dx. Now f of x, integral of f of x cancels, you are left out with x into f of x. So, integral of f of x plus x into f dash of x dx is x into f of x. This is one of the very, very important property. I have taken a problem based on this particular property. The problem is like this: integral of 0 to pi square by 4 2 by cosecant root x plus root x by secant root x dx is option A pi square by 4, option B pi square by 2, option C pi square, and option D pi square by 8. Anyway, the problem is like this: integral 0 to pi square by 4 2 by cosecant root x plus root x by secant root x dx. Now look at this. You can rewrite this as 2 sin root x, of course 1 by cosecant root x is sin root x, plus root x cos root x dx. How to integrate this is the question. For the time being, consider 2 sin root x as f of x. 2 sin root x is f of x. Then what is f dash of x? What is f dash of x? 2 into sin root x. Differentiation is 2 into cos root x. 2 into cos root x divided by 2 root x. That is 2 into cos root x. Differentiation of root x, that is equal to 2 root x. Now what we will get? That is cos root x over root x. F dash of x is cos root x over root x. Multiply with x both the sides. What we will get? X into f dash of x is equal to x into cos root x over root x. What is x into cos root x over root x? We will get it as root x into cos root x. That is x into f dash of x. X into f dash of x is equal to root x cos root x. Now look at this. X into f dash of x is root x cos root x and f of x is sin root x. See, this is 2 sin root x, this is f of x and this is x into f dash of x. Now, just now I gave you a different and new property. What is that? Integral of f of x plus x into f dash of x is nothing but equal to x into f of x. That is x into f of x. What is x? X. What is f of x? F of x is 2 sin root x. And that should be integrated between 0 to pi square by 2. That should be evaluated between 0 and pi square by 4. That should be evaluated between 0 and pi square by 4. What is upper limit here? Upper limit is pi square by 4. We will get it as 2 into pi square by 4 into sine of root of pi square by 4 minus, no need to mention, it is 0, lower limit. 2 into pi square by 4 will give you pi square by 2. Sine of root of pi square by 4 will give you sine of pi by 2. Sine of pi by 2 is 1. 2 into pi square by 4 will give you pi square by 2. Pi square by 2 means option B is correct.
CHIPS proudly announces admissions for crash course for JEE mains and CET coaching. Classes commence after 2nd PUC and 12th board exams. Crash course for 2nd PUC regular. Classes commence after 1st PUC and 11th board exams. Accommodation assistance provided for outstation candidates. Centers at Kumta, Dandeli and Bangalore.